The Unstoppable program just dropped in Madden 25 Ultimate Team, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to be doing first in order to pick up either 91 Calvin Ridley or 91 overall Marshon Lattimore for free today in game. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this bad boy started. Now, first things first, the number one thing we got to do in this program is incredibly simple. Open up your welcome pack, because inside of it, you're going to get an 82 overall Marshon Lattimore and an 82 overall Calvin Ridley. Now, at the start of the video, what I'm going to do is showcase how we can upgrade these cards to their 91 overall version ASAP, the fastest way you can do it. And then part two, I'll actually talk about which card we want to upgrade first, because both options are really good. Both are 91 speed, both are top end players, some of the best in their position, but there is a correct option here. We'll talk about that. Okay, now let's get started with upgrading these cards. How are we going to be doing so? Well, we got to get these unstoppable energy tokens. And in fact, if you want to get the card to a 91, you need 9 of these bad boys. We get one as we just open up our welcome pack. Inside of the welcome pack, you're going to see one right here. But beyond that, there's 8 more we need. Let's talk about how to do it. All right, the first 2 tokens, very simply, we're popping on over to our solo challenges. And as you guys can see right here, there's one at tier number 2 and one at tier number 4. Now, there's only 8 challenges in the game today. I'm expecting there's just going to be 8 in each release. Pretty simple. And if you go through here, play all 16 in total, you'll easily be able to get both tokens. Me personally, I'm at 20 out of the 55, I guess, stars we need. I think I can get to 40 stars today, which means I'm just going to have to play 3 more solos when part 2 releases. And just like that, we get 2 tokens. All right, now let's move on to talk about the next couple of tokens. These ones are unique. I have yet to see EA Sports do something like this. When I go to my Unstoppable Field Pass, you're going to see there's an entire objective tab for the login players. When we scroll down, there's an objective tab for the login players. And as we go through, you don't get a token when you do each objective, but as you rack up your objectives, you're going to get tokens. As you can see, for completing 2 objectives, you get 1 token. When you complete 4 objectives in total, you get another token. And then for completing 8 objectives in total, you get another final token. Now, as you guys are going to see, these objectives are only going to track when Calvin Ridley and Marshon Lattimore are in your lineup. And me personally, I made a big mistake. I started playing my solos, I did 4 of them, and I didn't have these cards in my lineup. What am I thinking? I got to practice what I preach. So I stopped immediately and I put these cards in my lineup. That is a necessity. Put these players in your lineup. You got to do it. Then I would play through your solos, play through all of them. No reason not to. All right, now once we've played through our solo challenges, we're going to get some progress on those missions. We're going to start to pick up our first token. Remember, there's 2 in the solos. There's 3 we can get for going through and getting our login player progress. Now, beyond that, there's also some tokens we're going to get in this field pass. And as you guys can see, we get 1 at tier number 7 and 1 at tier number 14. That is 2 more tokens, which in total brings us up to 8. Remember, we need 9. I was actually pretty confused by this. I was looking around the program. I was like, okay, where's this 9th and final token? How do I get it? I'll show you guys how to get it. Now, the way we're going to be getting said token is by going through here and going on over to house rules. I was kind of confused. I was like, okay, is there really a house rules in this game? Well, as you can see, yes, when you go on over to the Unstoppable Drive house rules and we take a look at rewards, the first reward, or sorry, second reward at 10 wins is your final unstoppable energy token right here. So count that all up. You get 1 from your house rules. You get 1 for logging into the game. You get 2 for going through and playing your solo challenges. You get 2 for getting progress on your field pass. And then you're going to get 3 for getting progress on those specific Unstoppable program login missions. Now, in terms of what you actually need to be doing in this game, number 1, play your solos. Number 2, I'd actually play your house rules. If you're playing house rules, I'm pretty sure you're going to go through and get progress on all of these other stats missions. So you're knocking out a bunch of birds with one stone. You're going to get progress on house rules. You're going to get progress on these login missions. You're going to get progress on these stats missions. You're going to get progress on these wins missions. Like, bro, playing house rules is absolutely worth it. If you go through and win 10 games, I mean, look at this. Conveniently, you knock out this mission right here as well. Playing house rules, winning 10 games is the second thing you want to do for sure. Okay, now before we continue to yap about this video and talk about what else you guys need to be doing, I want to talk about Underdog Fantasy, because on the screen right here is one of the plays your boy has for today. If you don't know what Underdog Fantasy is, they're a place where you basically make picks on players. You're predicting how well you think the players are going to do instead of how well you think the teams are going to do. And as you can see, we're looking to turn 50 bucks into 200 right here. If Lamar Jackson has a pretty good game, 209 passing yards, feels pretty light. Joe Burrow, 1.5 passing TDs. I feel like they can't run the ball super effectively, and the Ravens have a pretty good pass D. And then Jamar Chase, 9.5 targets. They don't have anyone else to throw to. I feel good about those picks. If we we hit for 200 bucks. And if you watching this video want to try out some picks and you actually want to make your picks easier, Underdog Fantasy is giving out a Lamar Jackson 0.5 passing yard special to any new signup that downloads the app and then puts in the promo code SWIFT. So if you sign up today, you put in the promo code SWIFT, you're going to get access to that special. You can copy my picks if you want to. You can make some picks for yourself, but ultimately you have a free line. So take advantage if you want it. And again, putting in the code SWIFT gets you access. All right, now let's continue to yap about what else we want to be doing when it comes to getting progress on these missions. Then at the end of the video, like I said, we're talking about the best player to do. Number 1, solos. Number 2, field pass. Number 3, the sets is really the only thing we haven't covered. And typically the way these missions work, or the way all these missions work, is going through and either doing a hero or a champion set is gonna knock out and give you progress on really all the sets missions you guys need to do. So let's go to the Unstoppable program and just quickly take a look at numbers to see whether or not these are profitable and whether you should do them. Now, on first glance, just in terms of numbers right now, it's looking like the 88 overall hero players, they're selling at about 130k. You can definitely find a hero that's selling for 130. Some of them might be a little bit more, some of them might be a little bit less, but as you guys can see on my console, yeah, 134k, and you could actually pick a hero that's a little bit more. So going through and doing a hero set, I mean, it seems relatively easy. I believe you can buy these 88s right now at 25,000 coins, meaning in total spend, you're dropping about 125k to get this set done. I might just bang this out live on this video. It's pretty simple. You just need 5 of these cards. 5 times 25 is 125, and when you sell your card off for 135, I mean, you're making basically all those coins back, maybe losing a couple K after tax, 1 or 2K, but that's pretty negligible to go through and get 2,000 XP. So yes, this is absolutely worth doing. I'm probably just gonna take a second, do a little bit more sniping. It shouldn't take me too long. 22k is a beautiful deal right here. This is reducing our cost below the 125 number, and this for me is taking me 30 seconds, and it's banging this mission out. I'll see you in a sec. All right, beautiful. We just found another card at 23k. I'm probably all in for 120. We're selling off for 135. That's easy. That's break even. In terms of who you should pick, I'm just gonna probably take an offensive lineman. I haven't done any research right here. Should I? Yeah, but we're getting 2.5k XP in the background, and that's what I'm more concerned about. That's a big number of XP. We get an 83 plus BND pack as well, so we'll try that in just a second. But the 88 overall Unstoppable Hero Fantasy Pack, let me just take a look at my options really quickly, and I think I'm gonna go, I would guess the left guard is probably the most expensive. I'll take Elgin Jenkins. Okay, now as we sell this card off and we sell him off for 132k, let's talk about the final part of this video, which is going to be going through and actually selecting who we want to upgrade first. Now on the screen, I'm going to toss up both of the stats of these players. They're both really good, right? They're both 91 speed cards. They're both going to have nice auxiliary stats. They both have pretty solid height. In terms of those auxiliary stats, let's take a look at them. Now, Daddy Laddie, as I call him, has 91 speed, 91 acceleration. The zone coverage is an 87. The play rec is an 89. Of course, more of a man coverage corner. Obviously, we would probably prefer to be more of a zone coverage corner, but beggars can't be choosers. Believe he's 6'1" as well. In terms of Calvin Ridley, this card's gonna have 91 speed, 90 catching, good route runnings. They're all 90 plus. The jumping isn't amazing. The deep route running isn't amazing, I guess, but this card is very, very solid. And in terms of who you guys should pick, I think realistically, both cards are so similar when it comes to stats that my recommendation is to pick the opposite of whatever free BND player you pick for most feared. As you guys know, there was a free 90 overall BND most of us were able to get. I went through and I picked Jalen Johnson. So for me personally, I already got a corner. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to upgrade Calvin Ridley. If you went through here and you picked Randy Moss as your BND, it's probably worth going through and upgrading Marshon Lattimore. And that's just kind of how my team is looking. I've got a bunch of BND corners right now. Jalen Johnson is a BND. Deion Sanders is a BND. I could sell AJ Terrell and put Marshon Lattimore in here. I think that's actually a pretty interesting strategy. But for me personally, I'm going to start by going with the BND receiver, and we'll have Jamar Chase. We'll have our boy Calvin Ridley and Jalen Hyatt. That's actually a pretty nice wide receiver core right now. And I think that's what my strategy is going to be. Again, you guys can do what you want to, but it's not that hard to get the player. In this video, I show you exactly how to do that. And if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. Until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.